from the corner cafe. Watch the moon from on top of the Sphinx. Nobody ever blinks, and in your new life, you got a spot beside the biggest pyramid. And you're looking forward to next year in Madrid. And you've uncovered several the cracks. Yeah, I should shake you till the truth falls out. I know you wanna come back to me sometimes. Yeah, I should shake you till the truth goes bang. You come back to me, boomerang.
Okay, we're back. Technical difficulties, man. This stream is it's quite quite the task today, but we're here for it. So yeah, let me know if everything's coming through okay. Yeah, hopefully everything's rocking. Just let me know. Let's see. Okay, audio should be coming through. I've just checked it on my end. We should be good to go. So yeah, third time lucky. Let's make sure everything's working fine on here. Making sure no sneaky programs. Sometimes, like, yeah, I was saying it in the previous stream. Sometimes you'll have like little sneaky programs just jacking up your upload, you know, your bandwidth and speed and all that. So I'm just making sure. Hey, Crocodilo on Instagram, hello. But yeah, I'm just making sure no sneaky programs are just running in the background. Thankfully, it's a bit more obvious on Mac when you're doing stuff on Mac. But I find PCs, and like, I'm sorry if you're a PC guy, but PCs seem to like just do so much stuff in the background. It's like hard to keep track of what's going on. Cancel. I'm just making sure nothing's uploaded in the background. Okay. So that's not going to back up in its own accord. Okay. Collier Stract on YouTube. Hi. How's it going? Koa Fat Company on Instagram. Privet. What does that mean? Where are you from? Where did you come from? Where did you go? So yeah, what's happening? So let's attempt this. I'm gonna attempt a. There you go. That's me. Let's see if this is working okay. So yeah, how's it going? We're talking about the micro right here, and I hope everybody's doing okay. Hey, how's it going? Oh, so it means hello. What language does it mean hello in? And where are you calling from? What time is it over there? What's the time zone? Steven, I'll just call you Steven. Hello, Steven on Instagram. How's it going? Yeah, we're just chilling out, chatting about the micro and everything work louder. Hopefully I can help you guys. I'm a primarily video editor and musician, so I work in Ableton and Premiere. So I'm quite, yeah, Russian. Privet, of course it's Russian. Yeah. Am I saying it right? Privet? Privet. Moscow. But yeah, I'm here just as a fan of the product, jumping on stream to tell you guys what's up. And if you do happen to order, if you've ordered already, we've got, you can drop your order number and then I'll jot it down and then pass that on to Mike. I'm writing down order numbers here. And you get a free gift. The bigger the order, the bigger the gift. What microphone is that? This is a UAD, Universal Audio SD1. So it kind of, it kind of looks like the, so if you can see there, it kind of looks like the SM7B by Shure, but it's a bit cheaper and it doesn't need a, what's it called? It doesn't need a booster, like a clean booster when it goes into your interface. So, what are you joking about? Okay, cool. You got $30. I mean, on TikTok, Freddy Fazbear. Like, honestly, I'm a fan of the product. So I bought this 2 years ago, with my own money. I saved up and got it. And compared to like everything else that I've got, so I'll show you a top view of my office, off my desk. Compared to like the rest of the stuff I've got here, computers, interfaces, like lenses, like everything. This is the one thing that's kind of just stayed consistent in my setup. Solid build. It's got some weight to it. And then it's got like the grip. Actually, there's no wear on that actually. But yeah, solid piece of gear that's just part of my setup, and for the last 2.5 years. And I use it for Premiere Pro primarily. And man, it's yeah, workflow wise, this has made me more productive, I'd say, because it's just faster for me to edit. Please release a Swiss option of the Nomad E. Lewis on Instagram. Do you mean Swiss keys? So is that what you're asking for? Yeah, nice one, Crocodillo. I'm not falling for that. I know what you're doing on Instagram. But my complexion is such that I wouldn't get in trouble for saying that. Lewis. Oh, got you, Lewis. So I'm gonna share my screen. I'll show you what they've got at the minute. Yeah, so they've got English, French, German, Nordic, Italian, and Spanish. So yeah, that's what they've got at the minute. But yeah, pass that on to Mike. Somebody was asking about Arabic, and then somebody else was asking about, well, you're asking about Swiss. So yeah, I'll pass those on and see what's up. So Lewis, bring back the Figma one, please. David Brownies on TikTok. Yeah, man. So good name. But that was a limited one. So this is the Figma. I'm showing it on screen right now. Why is no one ever falling for that? Because we're streamers, man. We know what's up. I read stuff before, like I filter it through my PC head. But yeah, this is the Figma right here, and this one's sold out. So, but the framer is like the version 2 of the macro. So it's wireless, and it's got the joystick instead of the toggle. And yeah, so the joystick gives you like 8 functions right here, which is pretty cool. And then you also get like the framer key set as part of the pack. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Nice keyboard. Let's see, Daryl. Nice keyboard, but I'm in Indonesia. Yeah, we ship to Indonesia, so it's cool. Lewis, I own 7 keyboards and would like a nice Swiss keyboard. Yeah, I'm not. Lewis on Instagram is a Swiss keyboard. I excuse my ignorance. I've never seen one before. So like, what characters would you be missing? But what you can do for sure is you can program anything you need via their program called Input, and anything you need is just there. I don't know if it's just the keycaps. Taiwan keys. Taiwan fans, sorry. Woo Jimmy. Yeah. David Brownies, can you buy Figma keys for the framer 1? So I'm gonna go through the key caps. On the website, it's pretty yeah, it's pretty good telling you. So this one isn't compatible with the framer micro. So if you check the website, you'll be able to see different keycaps you can get. But with a Framer Micro, you get loads of, and the cool thing is you get this 2-unit cap as well. So this one covers 2 keys, because a lot of the programmers apparently were missing having the like the 2-unit keycap. And what you can do is, because this works with input, the program called input that WorkLoud has developed, each key can have like multiple functions. So multifunction allows you to have tap, and then you can double tap and it'll do something different. So it's not like you're missing out on a keycap if you use the double keycap. And the cool thing is the double one, you can put it in any orientation and then just program it through input. So some people like having it on the side right here, and some other people just like having it on the bottom. It's just really customizable. And also you get the 9 keys, like 3x3, which would be really useful for just using it as a number pad. So you could probably put this 2-unit keycap on the side and then have a number pad right here, if that makes sense. So you're not missing out on anything really going for the Framer. This looks exactly what I'm looking for. Grew on TikTok. Yeah, man, like it's dope. I use mine. I'll show you mine. I use the version 1 micro, and yeah, it's just been dope. And I program it to use it with Premiere Pro, and it's, yeah, workflow wise, it's killer, because whatever would usually be 3 or 4 keys to press down now is just 1. So I've just dialed it in. It took me a couple of days to build up muscle memory, but yeah, I've dialed it in. It's perfect. So Lewis, what is that? The law free flow? I don't know what you mean. Nice one, Crocodilo. Lewis, oh, okay, that's the kind of, got ya. So would you, Gru, do you ship to Scandinavia? Yes, we do. The Lewis, those keys, did you want the icons on the keycaps? Is that specifically what you're asking for? Because you can, yeah, you could definitely program those. Google German versus only a few differences. Okay, got you. Let's see, Derek, how hard was it learning hardware from the beginning? Because I want to do the same, but not sure how to start. I'm a guest streamer, so I feel like my expertise would be in video editing and music production on how I use this product. But definitely DM the account, and Mike and Mattia would be ones to answer that about doing the hardware, because I know there's quite a learning curve getting the molds done and all that kind of stuff. So if you follow their posts on Instagram as well, it's pretty dope to see like how they did everything. Lewis, I want to buy it at the launch. So you can always, I'll share my screen. You can always like pre-order, and the Framer Micro 2 is shipping in July. So Q3, they're shipping out, and the Nomad E is available. And the cool thing is with the Nomad E, which is what I'm gonna upgrade to very soon, is that you get topsoil for free. So you basically just choose a topsoil for free and add it to your order. So that's pretty cool. I'll look for a side console to play Elite Dangerous. You know what? We on yesterday's stream we had a few people talking about how they use the micro for gaming, and with it being low profile and stuff, I'm guessing like people just are nailing it. So they explained it. I'm not a gamer personally, but they were explaining how they use it, and yeah, it's pretty dope how they use it for gaming, because you can just literally program anything you want to be multiple key presses. So yeah, Insomnia Gamer on TikTok. So is it a macro key deck that would be useful for flipping between VFX programs? So Yes, it's very customizable. I'd say any keycap could be multiple key presses on a keyboard. So I'll show you. Hopefully, the audio doesn't go glitchy on me. I'm gonna open up the via the program I use for the version 1. So they use a program now called Input for the Framer Micro and the Nomad E. So I'm going to share my screen. I'll show you what it looks like. Let me see. Okay, so you should see it here. So basically, this one is how I use the micro version 1. And just to be completely honest, Input, the latest program, is so much more intuitive than VIA, personally speaking. So any keycap here could be multiple presses of a keyboard. So here I've optimized this for Premiere Pro. So I've got double speed, I've got play, I've got how I edit here, and then these right here is like Shift D. That's my default transitions. So I've just programmed everything as I would use it. Grew. Oh, sweet, man! If you put in an order in, if you put your order number in the chat, we'll send a free gift, 100%. Lewis. Lewis. Yeah, I know. I do it on my keyboard, GB keyboard. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Hi, Orange Saft on TikTok. Derek, hey man, on Instagram. Joshua, can I get a gazillion dollars? I wish I had gazillion dollars to give. Gru, the order number should be a 5-digit number. So it should have it should look like a bit like this. So it's a hashtag with 5 numbers. So if you if you put it in the chat, we'll make sure. Oh, there you go, Gru. Nice one, man. Gru, what did you end up getting? Let us know. Because this is like what I'm gonna go for. Because obviously, again, I'm a guest streamer, so I'm not part of the Work Cloud or like core team. Yeah, I'm a guest streamer, so I own the micro version 1. So I bought this 2 years ago with my own money, saved up and got it, and I got some keycaps with it as well. So I'm kind of a plain guy, so I'll either go for like all black keycaps or the translucent, and I kind of like the translucent because you can have like the lights coming through, and then if you've got black, obviously you get the lights underneath that. But did I write down your order number? 21. Yeah, nice one, Gru. What did you get, Gru? Let us know. I use a ton of Insomnia on TikTok. I use a ton of Adobe apps too, so having a macro deck would be massive. So yes, I use with Premiere Pro in my editing, and 100%, like it makes such a difference. And what gets me is, right, it took me a couple of days to just nail my workflow and just nail what I was using the most. But the fact that I don't have to go Shift E, like Command Shift whatever, and as I say, like throw gang signs on my keyboard, it's literally just one press on here. So everything I've done on this layer. So you got 4 layers. So I've got 4 layers here. On layer 0, I've just programmed everything to be for my editing. And yeah, it's killer. So I can vouch for that one. Nick, Rage won't work. What doesn't work, Rage? Framer Creator, nice one, man. David Brownies on TikTok. I feel like 728. Have I written your number? Was that from yesterday? No, I'll write it down. Nick, David Brownies, what did you get? Yeah, let me know what you got. Let's see. Do we set your get my order number right? Can you give me your order number again? David Brownies. He just ordered the Framer Creator. Nice, Ron. What do you, like? All right, so, David on TikTok, what are you looking forward to? For me, the Framer Micro is Bluetooth, and it's the actual the joystick. So I'll show you what I mean. So let's see, Framer Micro right here. It's a joystick. The fact that I'll have literally in the space of like what I have 6 functions in now, because I've got the dial left, right, and then I've got this one right here, which is I've got 6 functions in between those. Just on one now, you've got 8, the joystick, and then you'll have the dial on the other side. So Bluetooth and the multifunction. Honestly, I was talking to Mike on Zoom earlier. The fact that each key could be like multiple things, it's going to be a game changer. The first thing I'm changing on mine is because I've got this is my undo. I'm going to have this when I press it once to be undo, and when I double tap it, it'll be redo. So that's what I'm going for. So that's my first thing. The first thing I'm going to change on mine. When I go from version 1 macro to version 2. So yeah, man, looking forward to that. And I've got the Silicon Art Gaming hyped. Have you made an order? Silicon Art on TikTok. Vanyak on Instagram. Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy. Back to you. Vanyak, where are you calling in from? Van Ayak. Silicon Art Gaming. No, not yet. Yeah, man. Slopes McFly. I still have my trader hotkeys from you guys bought in 2022. Hey, yeah, I'm a guest streamer. I'm Dave. But yeah, I bought this full price with my own money back in 2022. Vanyak. Hey, India. How do you say hi in Indian? What I'm going to try to do is like learn how to say hi in multiple languages. I'm Greek originally, so I've got that one nailed. But yeah, I don't know what hi would be in Indian. And am I saying your name right? Vinayak? I'll call you Vin. Is that okay, Vin? But yeah, I bought this. Mine says 2022 on it, actually. Like if you see there, mine says 2022. Namaste. Is it really? Okay. Okay, cool. But yeah, I bought mine, Slopes McFly. I bought mine in 2022. I think 2.5 years. Yeah. Dope. Is it still on your, have you got like different keycaps on yours? Like what's the deal? But yeah, I've been loving mine. I've just optimized it and it's just killer for what I'm doing. I primarily use it in Premiere Pro in Ableton. Okay. 21489. Yeah, I've got that one. Nice one, man. Yeah, I'll pass those on to Mike at the end. Oh, crud. I just painted myself. But I'll pass those on to Mike and I'll stick in a free gift for you. I think you got a Framer Micro? Is that correct? Over 300 languages in Indian, but yeah, okay, we'll go with that one. Do we wait? The default keycaps is PPD, right? Let me get back to you on that one. On the website, the good thing with the Framer Micro is that Petersky on TikTok, what are we doing here? We're just hanging out, talking about gadgets and the micro, and you know, just hanging out. I'm Dave. I'm a video editor and Ableton music producer, and fan of the product. So I've got the version 1 right here. Yeah, there you go. I'll add that to my knowledge set. So yeah, it's PBT keycaps. Yeah, Petersky on TikTok, where are you calling in from? Where you at? I'm gonna guess you're in Poland, and the time over there is 5:45. UK. Okay, I'm in the UK as well, Petersky. That's definitely not a UK name though. But I am uh, in the northern part of the UK. Yeah, Polish. I thought so, man. Yeah, on TikTok. But yeah, I'm in the northern part of the UK. And the time over here is 4:45 p.m. So it's a pretty good time. Like yesterday we were streaming, and I did a stream from like 10 p.m. till about 12:30 a.m. So it was yeah, and then I had to finish some editing after that for some clients. So yeah, just hanging out, talking about all things macro. Um, Vignac, you moving to the UK next year? Oh, what for? Are you studying? If so, what are you studying? Are you moving from India? Is that right? Vin. I think I'll just call you Vin. But yeah, man, we're just hanging out. But the macro, the micro. Uh, Vin, what's that mean? Is that Mumbai? Is that Mumbai? Let me know. Um, but yeah, are you studying in the UK? Because I moved originally from Greece, so I'm Greek originally. I moved in 2006 to study in the UK, and I never went back. I kind of got a job, started a business over here. Oh, Doctor Sweet, man. Yeah, dope. Wait, do you know where you're gonna go study? Are you down south or up north? Um, Yash Goulet. We got another order number through. 20496. And fancy, what streaming software are you using? OBS. I am using OBS, but I'm definitely feeling the open source freeness of OBS because I've had to restart the stream twice today, like fully restart my computer. I don't know what was going on. It just didn't like something, so I don't know. So far, so good. So I'm using 3 cameras. So I've got my iPhone right here, and then I've got my Osmo Pocket as a top camera, and then I don't know if you can see it right here. Right here, I've got my Canon R7. So this one is it's got a 18-35 lens on it. So I've got like the sweet like bokeh in the background. So this is like yeah, by far like um, one of the best lenses I've got. Um, so you know, sorry. So Vignac, you don't know where you're moving to. Um, I can say that if the further north you go, the curries get a lot better. I don't know. Uh, what do they have over there, India? Do they do vindaloo's? That's like the spiciest thing. Um, over in well, at least where I'm in the north of the UK. How old are you? Tier on Instagram. How old do you think I am? Let's have some guesses. Um, Taquine. Oh man, I'm butchering some names. You can call me Dave the Butcher. I'm just butchering names to right and left. Takir on Instagram. Do you guys ship to India? Yes, we do. Um, so we've got Sammy creates on Instagram. Yeah, I'll write down your order number. I need a different page. You guys are busy today. What did you order, Sumi? Let us know. And yeah, Takir, we ship to India, so you're good with that. Kalapi, unless you go to Kalapi on X is saying unless you go to Dishoom in London. Is that a Indian restaurant down south? Oh, because I said the further north you get, curries are better. Yeah, I still stand by that because I'm a musician as well, so I gig all over the UK, and it seems to be that the further south you go, the curries aren't as good, I should say. Um, but yeah, the up north the curries are killer. Like they're so good. And there's actually a place not too far from my place. Um, Okay, so Dishoom in London is the best. So there's a place in up north where they only take cash, but they make the best curry, and you have to go in and order it. They don't take. They're not on like Just Eat or Uber Eats. You have to go in, and they make the best curries. Um, Meet Dior on Instagram. Big fan of the keyboards. Yeah, I'm a guest streamer. My name is Dave, and I use Premiere Pro and Ableton. And yeah, the keyboards are legit. Honestly, they're so good. Uh, Kalapi. There are a couple of Dishooms in the north too. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll Sumi. Okay, so Framer Create, Framer Micro with a bunch of dials. You have the Creator Micro and love it, but use it for your iPad mostly. So getting the wireless will be great since I take it with me often. Honestly, Sumi on Instagram, that is like the one thing that, well, there's a couple of things, but the Framer Micro being wireless is killer. And then you've got the joystick up here. So yeah, I tend to take this with me if I'm like editing, if I want to get out of the house and get some fresh air and edit. If I'm sitting at a coffee shop, I'll take the micro and sit down at a coffee shop, just and it does draw a lot of attention. It's kind of cool. It's like a cool little piece of kit, but people are like, oh, what is that? But with it being wireless, it'll just free up a port, because even though I've got a high spec Mac, I've got like an M1 Max 64 gig, 1 TB, and it's killer. But with it just being what's it called, 3 USB-C slots, I kind of, yeah, it'd be nice to just have a free slot if my micro was wireless. Vin, yeah, follow me on Instagram, man. Like, let's chat, see what's up. Meet Dior. Let me just keep an eye on this one. Where'd you ask? Okay, and Fancy. Is that a number pad or something else? So this one is called Macro Pad. It's the Micro by Work Louder. So I'll pull it up here for you to see what's up. So basically, this allows you to program any key to be a combination of keys. So I'll get my top view so I can see. Oh yeah, my keyboard as well. So I've got my keyboard here. So imagine having to do like multiple keys for a shortcut in something like Premiere Pro. I use Premiere Pro a lot. So if I was to do like a default transition, that would be 3 keys like pressed at once. But I can program that to just be 1 key on here. So you can imagine that across the board, being able to program your shortcuts to just be 1 key at a time, instead of like throwing gang signs on your keyboard. You can just have it just press 1 key. So that is what that is. And then if you did want to use it as a number-pad, you can program it, and it's got 4 layers, so you can swap between the 4 layers. So I'll show you right here. So that's layer 0 for me. That's layer 1, 2, 3, and then each layer has got different configuration of what you can use it for. So yeah, super useful, especially if you're using like multiple apps. Arctic, can you ship to India? Yes. Visual on V3 Vishal. Are you from India? But yeah, so I got mine about 2.5, 3 years ago, and I paid like full price for mine. I saved up and got it. And compared to like everything else up on my setup, I've got like keyboards, audio interfaces, camera. Like, this thing has stayed here for like 2 years, and I use it all the time for my editing. And yeah, I think it's solid. So yeah, we shipped to India. Love the product, by the way. Trying to get. Okay, love to death. Love the product, by the way. Trying to set it up. Man, you guys are going mental in these comments. Okay, I'll try to keep up. So love to death on TikTok. Trying to set it up, you found it hard. Well, it depends. The new what keyboard have you got? So I'm using a program called Via. I'll just pull it up now so I can kind of give everybody a visual. Um, so this is what the program looks like. So for each layer, you can program each key to do whatever you want. So I think Via has a bit more of a learning curve, but that was for version 1, which I've got. It wasn't super hard. You can just, yeah, program each key to be multiple. I think it's the mindset more than anything, kind of getting used to that, because we're used to just pressing the F key and it gives you an F value, but you can program these to be like whatever you want. So that takes a bit of a learning curve from a traditional keyboard approach. But the new program called Input that works for the Framer Micro, the Nomad E, basically it's pretty easy to figure out what it's pretty much drag and drop. If I was to like, it's super easy to program. So the learning curve I find was with Via, but Input's like so easy to use. Takir on Instagram, is the Figma Micro coming back? Nope. It was a limited edition, so it's not coming back. Does this have volume knob? If yes, what's the price? So, and Fancy, you can program this to be your volume if you wanted to. So it could be anything you want. You can just program it. And for example, if I pull up, I'm gonna let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna pull up my notepad and show you guys what I mean. This might be a bit of a better visual for some of you guys. So I've got my notepad here. Can you guys see that? So each key is, oh, that just minimized it. So each key is like multiple things. Oh, it's not that minimized it. So I've optimized this to work in, what's it called? Premiere. So I guess some of the shortcuts just minimize it in. So you can see like it's doing different things. So that's shifty for my transitions. That's double speed for me. That is cut in Premiere Pro. So each thing does a different, each press of the micro, I've programmed it to do something different. But if you were to get a visual of what it's doing in Via, that's what it looks like. And obviously in Premiere, it does like a lot more stuff. You want the buttons, Love to Death. You have the same one. So Love to Death on TikTok. Have you got the Micro 1? Yeah, I think I'm caught up with the comments. But yeah, Love to Death. Which one have you got? It was setting up actions in Illustrator or Photoshop. The way you got around it was setting up actions in Illustrator or Photoshop. Yeah. Let me show you how I use it in Premiere. Actually, I'm not, because I don't want to mess things up for a 4th time on the stream. But I've set it up so this is zoom in, zoom out, and then all my other functions like cut, delete, it's all like just mapped out on my micro. Hello on Instagram amongst some numbers. Which keyboard do you like more from your products? So Impulsor on Instagram. I'm a guest streamer, so I only own the micro version 1. So I bought this 2.5 years ago, and yeah, it's legit. I've had it for 2.5 years. Still feels the same. The key presses still feel the same. Like really well built. And I'm jumping on because I'm mostly a fan of the product, and I just love what it's done for my workflow in the last few years. But my next purchase, because I'm a gadget freak, I love gadgets, is going to be this one right here. So I'm going to go for the Nomad E. It's a full-size keyboard. So this is what it looks like. And yeah, that's my next one. And I love that it's got, let me see some of the features it's got. So you can see it here. You got these right here. These buttons could could be, you can program these to be any kind of macro you want. Nitro full, no, yeah, correct. It's not a full size one, so it doesn't have a number pad. Nitro Wolf on TikTok corrected me. So it's got, it doesn't have the number pad. So what it does have is the screen on the side. So we've got some widgets for that. And the music widget is coming out next month, I've been told. A lot of people have been asking about that one. But these macros could be programmed to do whatever you want, those dials. And then you got those 3 keys. And you can basically program those to do whatever you want on input. Platin Creative on Instagram. Photoshop, please. I don't use Photoshop that much personally, but some of the other guys that are going to be doing stream use Photoshop and Illustrator and use the keyboards for that. But anything you can imagine, like aligning, you can program a key to do that. You can program a key to do change layers. So I know some guys use the dial to swap between layers, and then you can hide layers, lock layers. So anything you want, you can program on these keyboards, on those macro pads. So it's pretty good. So yeah, so I've got the micro version 1, but yeah, I am getting the Nomad E, which is going to be, yeah, it's going to be dope to have. And when I first bought this one, it took me probably a couple of days to like work up to the to work up some of the muscle memory. Natural Wolf on TikTok, how much is that pad? Yeah, you can check out the website. We've got the Framer at the moment on pre-order. These are shipping out in a month. So Q3 shipping out. But if you order and then give us your order number, you get free gift. So that's pretty cool. If you give us your order number on stream while we're live streaming, and I'm writing them down here. So we've got quite a few people ordering, and yeah, it's cool, man. Platin Creative on Instagram, Create Insight. Cheers, mate. Yeah, and anything you can do to help. Like the cool thing about this is everybody's got a different use case. A use case for these, so it's quite cool to seeing how people use them. And I'm primarily a video editor and music producer, so obviously I use it very different to what an illustrator would use it. And Kirk, one of the other guys that jumps on stream, he uses Illustrator and then he uses his iPad as well. So seeing him work combining, he's got a Nomad E keyboard, so he's using the Nomad E, the macro, and he's designing stuff, his illustrating stuff. But yeah, it's quite cool seeing how people use those. Can we hear the key presses, please? Yeah, in a sec. I'll do a bit of an ASMR vibe. Okay, so somebody on TikTok is asking, does your keyboard not have F keys? So the Nomad E, it doesn't have F keys, but you can use a modifier key on the side, like the FN, or it says work. I'm trying to point on my screen, but you can use a modifier if you really need the F keys. But if you're like programmers that use the F keys quite a lot, I'd probably the nub 1 is probably the keyboard for you, because this one's got like all the F keys. But I'm like, me being more aware of how I use mine, the Nomad E, there's no F keys, but I don't use the F keys that much personally, doing in Premiere and what's it called? These frames, sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I personally, for the creative work I do, I'm not going to miss the F keys, but being able to program the dials here and having like some extra buttons for the macros is probably better for me. But if you absolutely need the F keys, and I know that programmers use them quite a bit. Focal PSD on Instagram. Hey guys, yeah, hey man, how's it going? But yeah, if you need the F keys, WorkCloud also do the knob one. Gru, also, is it possible to use the framer micro? I'm guessing you're saying when it's charging. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can do that because it's controlled. I'll tell you what, on the Nomad. Oh wait, let me pull it up. The framer micro. At least I know you can swap between it being wired and Bluetooth. And yeah, obviously you charge it while using it. So, Mr. Sparkle's out to lunch on that. What does that mean? Is that slang or something? Focal PSD, those keywords are so beautiful. Yeah, man, I agree. I'm a fan of the product. That's why I'm jumping on here. But Mike jumps on stream as well. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the keyboards, and I've had mine for 2.5, 3 years, and it's just stayed there. Solid piece of gear. It still feels the same. If anything, I just kind of have to wipe the sides sometimes, but they haven't, like, to say I've used it for 2.5 years. I have to wipe the sides because like it just gets dirty from like me using it. But compared to some of my other gear, let me just show you my mouse. I found this pretty interesting. Like my mouse, this is my old mouse because I destroyed my other one. My mouse on the side is like fully faded for the amount I've used it. Yeah, from use it's just like all faded, and yeah, this is broken now. The scroll wheel is gone. I had to buy a new one. But yeah, none of that on this one. So like, yeah, whatever material they're using isn't like fading away, or it's not like wearing down, which is quite cool. VB on TikTok, I saw one of those. They're out of my budget. Honestly, I bought mine 2.5 years ago. Full price, paid full price. I just saved up and got one. And compared to everything else I've got, because I'm a gadget freak, I love gadgets. It's been one that I've always used, and I look forward to coming back and using. So for me, it was like worthwhile investment. What kind of switches? It's on Instagram. What kind of switches does this keyboard use? Low profile, and then you can even have it silent or clacky. So you can have them in two versions, at least for the frame and micro. Do you also mechanical? So I'm gonna answer daily clips. Daily clips on TikTok? Do you also have a keyboard for office use, low profile, mechanical, and not that expensive? The thing is, these are really good pieces of gear. So if you're concerned about the price, they're just really well made. That's why the price reflects that. And yeah, if I'm completely honest, because I bought mine full price, and for me it was totally worth it. For office use, yeah, you can program these to do anything you want. How would you compare that to a Stream Deck? Gosh, okay, let me just read this. On YouTube, what are the most popular apps that people use on the micropads from WorkCloud for? So people use them for all sorts. We've got programmers that use them, and then we've got I primarily work in Adobe Premiere and Ableton, so I've just programmed them to do anything I need in those. So I can tell you about that, how I use it in Premiere. But yeah, anybody that would use a keyboard could find this like super useful, because instead of like pressing down multiple keys for your shortcuts, you just press one key on your macro. So yeah, it's super, super good. Carlos Fox, that is an order number. So yeah, in case I didn't say it, if you drop your order number and it hasn't shipped out yet, we'll putting something free in there for you. If you order either on stream or if you've already ordered and then it hasn't shipped out. So I'll pass these numbers over to Mike, and he'll put a free gift in because he has the power to do that. 18168. So maybe I bought wrong. Frame Micro has RGB and keys. I see Figma has. What do you mean by that, Gru? Well, the Figma's not available anymore because it's all sold out, and it was a limited edition. So the Frame Micro is the current one that's available, and it's available for pre-order. Leb Goalkeeper. Yeah, we're not giving out freebies, unfortunately. If you buy something, we can stick something in for free. But what I can say is, if you go on Instagram, they're running a competition. So you get to design a keycap, and it's going to be fan voted. And if you win, you get some cash for it. So check out that post. But you are going to be going against Mattia, which is the the main designer for these. But it's going to be fan voted. So all the submissions are going to be anonymous. So, hey. Toxic. Yeah, sorry. How do you compare it to a Stream Deck? So the best way of comparing it is that if I was to use this compared to a Stream Deck obviously it's upright and you kind of press it. This one I feel is more optimized for speed. So my muscle memory on this one is it's just so enjoyable to use. So I think if I was to compare the two, would be you can actually develop speed and muscle memory on the Frame Micro compared to a Stream Deck. So I think that's the best way of explaining it. So yeah, let me show you. Gru's asking, is there RGB on the keycaps? Yeah, Gru. Stream Deck. Yeah, I hope I answered that for you. Comparing it to a Stream Deck, but yeah. So as you can see, there's lights illuminating from the bottom. So that's pretty cool. Gru, if you're asking about the RGB lights. So yeah, so the whole bottom illuminates right here, and you get a bunch of keycaps with your order. And yeah, because I think you gave us your order number. Yeah, you get a bunch of freebies as a free gift. Yeah, I think I'm caught up with all the questions. But yeah, let us know if you need to know anything else. I'm gonna crack open a drink. Yeah, sound. Oh, sorry. I was gonna do click them up. Click the macro keys. Let me just mute the music for you. All right, so no music coming through. Right next to the microphone, and this is what they sound like. You hear that? So this is the dial. This is pretty silent, but yeah. So that's what it sounds like. DJ, put the music back on. Sweet. Yeah. No worries. We're here for all your ASMR requests. Let's make sure that's in frame. Yeah, man. So far, so good. Everything's working. This stream has been quite a tough one, if I'm completely honest, because I've had to restart this 3 times. And the stupid thing is, I don't know what went wrong. So, go figure. But yeah, so far so good. Um, let's see. If you got any music requests, our nav on Instagram ship to India. Yes, we ship to India. Joshua on Instagram. Yeah, man. Like, it's the thing is, it's a total investment. I found Kazakhstan. How do you say? Oh, I don't know what that says there on Instagram. Ivan from Kazakhstan. How do you say hello in Kazakhstan? But Joshua on Joshua Borton on Instagram. Yeah, I had to save up for mine because I bought mine about 2.5, 3 years ago, and uh, it was I saved up for it, and the investment's totally paid off. Like when I compare it to how fast I am and how slick this thing is, and how I look forward to just like sitting down on my desk and like working. Um, yeah, a few factors that just made it worth pulling the trigger on it. And compared to like all my other bits and bobs on my desk, this one I've it's just kind of like um, remained the same amongst the setup. So I've changed like things multiple times, computers, hardware. Yeah, this seems to always find its place on my desk. So yeah, it's kind of dope to have, but it's a total investment for sure. Ivan from Kazakhstan, how do you say hello? For all my UK crew, these I don't know if you've seen these. These are called it's sparkling water basically. It's cool can, Liquid Death it's called. But they're moving. It's a U.S. company that's moving out of Europe, so all these cans are like super cheap. So I've got like cases of these. Like this has been my editing beverage, and it's just sparkling water. Um, Web o Fayush, bro, be having 3 camera setups. Yeah, man, 3 camera setup. I've got my Osmo Pocket 3 up here. I've got my Canon R7 here, and then I've got my iPhone right here on the what's it called? Continuous continuity camera right there. That seems to work right now. Sometimes it doesn't like working, but it's working now, so you can see my face whenever I choose to. But yeah, it's working for the time being. Sometimes it glitzes up and I have to do some magic, but so far so good. But yeah, these cans have been my editing beverage at the minute, and I'm gonna attempt to open it with one hand. All right, let's see if I can do this on stream. If it goes wrong, oh yes, I'm so thirsty. You guys have kept me busy with the comments. But yeah, I need some editing snacks. So if you're sat on your computer doing whatever work you do, because a lot of us work remotely, I'm rarely like in um like in an office or anything. Like I've set up my studio at home, so I do all my video editing and music production in here. Andrew on TikTok, sweet ass keyboards, brother. Yeah, man, they're cool. I'm a guest streamer jumping on to hang out with you guys, and yeah, these keyboards are dope. I've had mine for about 2.5, 3 years. They're so good. But yeah, like I need some more editing snacks. Like if you guys are sat at your computer working, what snacks do you guys have? Because uh yeah, I need to keep myself fed. Like usually I'll have like a couple of these in the day, so that's just sparkling water. I'll have my iced coffee, which is gone now. Just iced black coffee. But I need something I can eat and not get my fingers dirty. Like I can't eat chips or Cheetos. Sometimes I'll like have a bag of nuts or something. But yeah, any suggestions? Or I could just get up and go and make myself something. I don't know why, but your voice is making me sleepy. Hey, maybe I've been at it for a couple of years, my voice is a bit run down, but maybe I should read you stories. I don't know, do like some kind of bedtime story thing. I'll up the energy in a minute. But yeah, sorry if I'm making you sleepy. Um, uh, okay, so Dwee on Instagram was asking about the Framer having a 1900 milliamp battery, and yeah, we're working on that, and we can increase it to 2100 milliamp battery. So I'll have to, like, when I get it and use it more, like, I could accurately tell you how long it lasts for. Thank you. So, pics on YouTube. I wish that there were some cherry blossom themed keycaps. The best that I've seen is you can have translucent keycaps and just change the colors. So let's see if I've got an RGB cherry. I'll cycle between. Why is that doing that? Oh yeah, that's why. So that's like gives me a bit of a different vibe there. Web for Fayush on Instagram. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Eat clean, it will make you more productive. Yeah. So what's something that if you're at your desk and you need a quick snack, like what would you have? Oh, that camera's jacked. Let's see if I can correct that. Oh yeah, sweet. Yeah, what would you eat if you're at your desk and you just need like some energy boost? What would you have? Sometimes I like those peanuts you can get. Like they do like dried flavored chili peas or something like that. Those seem to give me a bit of a boost. Because I find myself, I want to just get my projects out of the way. And sometimes eating gets in the way. Like if I could just like take a little, pill that has all the nutritional value I need for the day, I'd probably just do that. Although I do like food. I'm Greek originally, so I love a Greek spread. Grew grapes, almonds. Yeah, that's a good shout. Prepare some carrot sticks. Oof. Eat chewing gum. What's that gonna do? That's just gonna make me more hungry. Sal on Instagram, baby carrots, Dwee on Instagram, almonds, Web, eating chewing gum. Yeah, I do, but it makes me more hungry. Grew on TikTok, fruit dude, grapes, prepare some carrot sticks. Yeah, I'll tell you what the move is. Carrot sticks with what's it called? The dip you can get comes from what's the dip called? The Turkish dip you can get. Oven baked potatoes. Hang on. So, on Instagram, oven baked sweet potatoes. That's not a snack, bro. That's like a full on meal. Yeah. What do you call it? Blended chickpeas. Is a Framer Micro version 2 also coming as a normal product? So, I'll show you on the website. So the Framer Micro is coming in as a limited version of the Micro version 2. But the Micro version 2 is going to be available. Like I've got the Micro version 1 here. I bought 2.5 years ago and I still use, like, I love this thing. So the Framer Micro is like the new version of the Micro. But this one is like in collaborate. It's got like a Framer theme to it. So there will be the framer is going to be limited, but the version 2 micro is going to come in later. If that makes sense. So I've got this one. This one's discontinued because it's sold out. But we're taking pre-orders for the framer micro, if that makes sense. If that Lars on Instagram, not the framer version. Yeah, so there's going to be. I hope I answered your question there. Picks on YouTube, Intel or AMD, Intel or AMD. If you're asking about compatibility, it'll work with Mac and PC and iOS. And there's an iOS app for the input app, so you can program your keys to do whatever you want. Grew low calorie, no greasy fingers, keep a clean keyboard. Yeah, that's what I'm after. Low calories, healthy, no greasy fingers. Sid on Instagram, what software are you using for this live stream? I'm using OBS, although OBS is like crashed on me twice today. So yeah, it's been a bit of a hassle today, but it's working so far. So I'm trying not to change anything on my setup. Web on Instagram, bro, buy a Nomad E or Nub or something. Framer micro is not matching the vibe with your Magic Keyboard. I totally agree, and trust me, it's in the works. Like I'm getting, I'll show you what I'm getting, because I'm a guest streamer, so I don't work louder. Mike's the man, big boss man. So I love the product so much. That's why I'm on live stream, just like hanging out with you guys. But this is in my cart, as you can see, probably up here. You can see it in my cart. So I'm going for. I'd love to get the chalk, and then what they're doing at the minute is you can get a free top shell. So yeah, so when you order the Nomad, you get a free top shell, and yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to A, being wireless, B, kind of being able to program all these macros. So you get the 2 dials, you get the widgets, and then the music widget is getting released next month, and then you can program these 4 macros here. So like, yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to do that. Lars, thanks. Yeah, you're very welcome. Hopefully I've answered like any questions you guys have. So yeah, fire away, because as I said, I'm guest streaming today. I can see, bro, I can see 75% layout. I want to hear the voice. I don't know what you mean by that. Cardi on TikTok. I don't know what you mean. But yeah. For a minute there, I thought my voice wasn't coming through. Yeah, I'm coming through. Getting know about it now, it just looks better. Yeah, 100%. I think the knob, yeah, it just looks dope, doesn't it? Look at this thing. But for me, as being more of a creative, kind of, well, this gives you the screen, the Pro macros. The Note 1 is like, it's got a metal chassis, like and then this one's a lot more premium, and they've only done like limited run of these. So yeah, so the Knob 1 looks legit. It's like, I've seen like Mike showed it to me on Zoom. It looks so good. But as a creative, I feel like those macros and the screen will probably serve me a bit better as a creative, but I think it's just personal preference. Okay, so Rodolfo on Instagram is asking how the knobs programmable, like in Premiere Pro, Zoom, and etc. So I actually I'm gonna attempt to open up Premiere. It jacked up the stream earlier, but that's the only way I can show you how I use mine. So I use my mine for editing. And I'll actually open up VIA. So I've got the Framer, Micro version 1. So if I can share my screen here, this is what the VIA program looks like. And this works for the Micro version 1. Micro version 2 uses a program called Input, and it's super easy to program. So this is my layout here. So I've got 4 layers. I've got, and then um, um, so I've got 4 layers here, and then each key here. Let me just move to my top view, so you can see like this is pretty much the same as what I've got on my keyboard. So I've got my scrolly knob, I've got my circular knob here, and then all the buttons. And then you basically program each button to be whatever you want. So when I'm editing, this, for example, is Shift and E. So instead of pressing Shift E, it's just one button on my macro. And then when I've got like double speed, I just need a capital D for my double speed. And then QW is what I use to ripple delete. I programmed X to be delete. And then, yeah, so after a while, you build up the muscle memory. And instead of like pressing down like multiple keys on your keyboard, although I feel like I'm quite fast editing on here, I do feel the fatigue after editing, like if I'm editing for a whole day or something. But with this one, because my fingers are like placed in one place and it's just the movement's minimal, I just feel like I'm a lot faster, more efficient, and yeah, like there's no like hand fatigue after like a day of editing. So that's what I would say. And what I'm gonna attempt to do, just so you can kind of see what I mean, I'm gonna open up Premiere, and actually I've programmed like one of the keys to open up Premiere. So I'm gonna show you right now. So if I press this key right here, that's gonna open up Premiere Pro. Oh no, that's live. Sorry, that's Ableton. So I'm gonna open up Premiere now. I pressed the wrong one. Check, 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 check. Video, I should be coming through here. Now, just let me know if my audio is back. Hey, hey. Okay, so is my audio back? Hopefully it is. I'm trying to check it on my end right here. Okay, sweet. Yeah, my audio is back. But yeah, I'm gonna open up Premiere now. For some reason, if I'm opening a program, my audio interface like freaks out a bit. So I'm glad you guys can hear me now. Sweet, nice one. So I'm gonna open up Hey Layla on Instagram, but I'm gonna open up Premiere, and you'll be able to see what I mean. Sure. So this is my timeline. So Rodolfo, I'm doing this for you, bud. Rish, yeah, we ship to India as well. Yeah, I'm here, Layla. Yeah, so basically I've programmed this one, Rodolfo. So you asked about zoom in, zoom out. I use this all the time because if I'm using my scroll wheel and option to zoom in a timeline, bro, this like it really ticks me off because it gets really glitchy. I'm not as efficient. And for some reason it wants to zoom in where my mouse is, and it's never as efficient. And I've changed like the scroll speed, I've changed everything. Like I can't get it. But with this one right here, like look at how responsive that is. I can go like straight in there, timeline, yeah. And I've programmed everything to just work well with my workflow. So this is just a timeline. It's just like an interview I'm editing in Premiere. So if I want to move in here and move in, get my slice tool. So I've programmed this dial. So when it goes right clockwise, it gets my slice tool. When I go left, it gets my selection tool. And then bam, there you go. And that's my delete, undo, select delete, and then this is my default transition. So just like that, I've got a few things just at the palm of my hands. It's like bam. Zoom in, zoom out. I use that the most though. So let's see. Sweet, Rodolfo, does that answer your question? So I've just programmed it just the way I need it. Oh, colorless fox. What did you get? I'm gonna jot down your order number, and once I pass that on to Mike, he'll chuck in a free gift for you. Oh, I've popped that down already. 18168. Yeah, I've popped that down. Do you have any interest in making a full keyboard? Masemo on TikTok. Do you have any interest of making a full size keyboard? I'm not. So I am a guest streamer, so I don't develop the actual products. I'll show you what they've got at the minute. Let me just stop sharing my screen here, and then I'll share you the website. I'll show you what keyboards they've got. If you're missing out on sorry, I'm trying to multitask here. Okay, so this is the website. So this is what the keyboard looks like at the minute. If you're missing out on the number pad, like a lot of people program the macro to have the number pad there. Do you have any? Yeah, so this is what they got. I'll check with Mike about a full size keyboard, but this is the keyboard provided at the minute. But the thing is, like, if you think about it, a full size keyboard, you're missing out on the number pad. So if you do need the number pad, obviously you can dedicate a layer on the macro for your number pad and then have different layers to do everything else. But you can always use modifiers. So you can use the FP key as a modifier for anything you need. And then actually, yeah. So I don't know if that answers your question. Ibrahim on TikTok, hey man. But yeah, this is what they kind of look like. So I'll probably give this another 5 minutes and then I'll jump off stream. But any more questions you guys have, happy to answer them. I'm just really feeling it now. Like, the chat's kept me really busy. Time flies, man. But yeah, any more questions, let me know. But hopefully that makes sense. I don't know if Rodolfo's still in the chat. Almir, no free keyboards here. The only thing I'd say is if you do get something, give us the order number. We'll chuck in something free for you. But check out one of the latest posts. They're doing like a competition. So if you can design a keycap, I'll actually pull it up. If you design a keycap and it's going to be fan voted. Oh, nice one, Rodolfo. Rodolfo, hopefully that answers your question about programming it. Yeah, Brazil has some crazy import taxes. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But let me just pull up the latest post. One of the latest posts on the Work Louder account. So what they're doing is they're running a fan voted competition on who can design the best keycap. And the thing is, you are going against Mattia, which is like the main designer. But it's going to be fan voted. So let me see. Yeah, there you go. I'm just pulling up the Instagram post now. So if you can design a keycap, oh no, and it's gonna be fan voted. So check out this post. I think the prize is $1,000. It's gonna be like anonymous submission, fan voted, so as fair as it can be. But yeah, and what Mike was saying is about the keycap. It can be, you can win the fan vote if it's something trending. So it doesn't have to. I don't know if the best design is gonna win, but yeah. So I don't know if the keycap, if the best keycap is gonna win, but the most like current trending thing design might win. So yeah, worth entering if you're keen. Rodolfo, yeah, man, here to help. Gore Street on Instagram. Gorshi. I'm really struggling with this name. The most loved design will win. Yeah, man. I think Rodolfo, your website looks great and your products are wonderful. One day, when I can afford it, I will definitely buy one of your products. Yeah, I mean, I'm a guest streamer, so I'm Dave. I bought this with my own money 2.5 years ago, and I still use it. So personally, it was worth the investment. So yeah, I love mine. I use it all the time. I primarily use it for Premiere Pro, and I've set it out to how I edit, so it works really well. But yeah, the website looks killer. Let's see. Hey, something on Instagram. Lice. But yeah, we're hanging out. It's all good. But funny enough, a couple of days ago, I was like, I had my coffee right here, and I reached over, and man, I spilled a load of coffee on the number pad right here. So yeah, I spent like a good 20 minutes trying to like dry it down, and I didn't put it in rice. I don't know if that's a myth if it works in rice or whatever, but yeah, it hopefully it works though. But I did pour a drink on my keyboard. But yeah, let's see. Last round of questions, and then I'm off. But yeah, you guys have been great. Nice to hang out. I've been trying to keep up with the chat and see what's up. So we've got TikTok. Oh, actually, everything was coming through today. So Primo, that's you, right? From yesterday, Primo on Instagram. Yeah, I think you were on yesterday on the stream yesterday. But is that you, Primo? But the yeah, nice one. There's a bit of a delay. But yeah, I can't remember, Primo. Were you asking about the Nomad yesterday? I can't remember. Yeah, let me know in the chat. There's like, I'm kind of struggling keeping up with all the different people in the chat yesterday, because quite late one for me. It was like 10 p.m. yesterday for me. Yeah, Primo, were you talking about were you asking about the Nomad E yesterday? I can't remember. Let's see. Nice one, guys. I'm gonna jump off. But any questions? The Work Ladder account's super responsive. The guy's like on it. Let's see, and someone talking about some sites. Primo's asking. There's me and someone talking about some sites. Yeah, I think we yeah, you guys were giving me some like cool websites to check out. But I can't remember if you're asking about keyboard specifically. I'm trying to make sure I answered your question yesterday, because quite a lot happening. Um, but yeah, nice to hang out, guys. I'll probably jump on stream next week at some point. And also, the WorkLoud account, like Mike's super responsive. If you guys have any questions, he's DM the account, and then there'll be some other streamers jumping on. We've got Kirk jumping on. He's like an illustrator, like really really cool stuff he's doing. Anika, product designer, she jumps on stream sometimes. So yeah, you'll see a bunch of us on stream. So yeah, hope everybody does well. Be nice to each other. Take care. Eat all your fruit, and I'll see you in a bit. Take care.
sell affection in a can of aerosol.